Here we are again. I am sitting here at the kitchen table that I sat at for our first video about our journey along LuLaRoe. And I had kind of planned for there to be a lot more videos in between this whole thing, but in truth, I'm busy. I'm way busier than I thought I would be, which is fantastic. But it's definitely brought up some things that I'm like, oh, I probably should have thought about this a little bit more when I started. So I'm kind of here with a 6-month update. And I am so excited to share things with you. And if you have any questions, as always, our contact information is in the bottom. I don't care if you are already signed up or whatever. I mean, I'm not looking to poach members or anything like that. I'm looking to help. So if you legit have questions, you can always email us. And I've tried to answer everybody in a timely manner. There have been some times where it's taken me a day or two, but I'm grateful for those of you guys who have reached out and the friendships that I've made through these videos, through just our selling page, everything. So LuLaRoe's brought a lot to my life. It's been 7 months. Yeah, 7 months. And it's been a crazy 7 months for sure. And I'm so grateful for everything that has happened, the learning experiences I've had. And so this is kind of our little update. So Laura's not here. I'm actually taking a mental day today, but still working a little bit of my LuLaRoe business. But today I just felt like I needed to take my kids to the park and little things like that where I've felt like I've neglected a few of those things lately. So I am here. I figured I'd take a minute while my kids were napping and do a little update with you guys. We're happy to tell you that we are, not only have we paid back our investment, which happened like at month 3, where it was like officially paid back, not just we earned enough money to cover it, but like we paid it back. But we are also at month 5. We're completely debt free, as in we had the credit card completely paid off for all the additional purchases we made. We grew our inventory to about 1,000 pieces, and that's pretty much where we're happy. We may grow it more just because we are always loving new things and in our group, but keeping up with purchases and buying more than our purchases has been, it's time consuming. So we may still grow it. It's not but it's not a conscious thing at this point. We wanted to get to 1,000 pieces. That was our goal. That's where we're at. So we are completely debt free, and now everything is in the positive. So every time we place an order now, we have money plus to cover it. We didn't pay ourselves for the first 5 months. So that's real deal there. We probably could have, but we didn't. It was more of that we wanted to get things paid and wanted to be clear, and we just wanted to build where we were. So it's kind of a decision on our part. This is for real. This is honestly for real. This is LuLaRoe. I've been associated with, or I've heard about other direct sale companies, and I've just never seen the opportunity, I guess, that LuLaRoe gives, because I just don't think that I'm anything super spectacular. I'm not so full of myself. I mean, I think I'm pretty awesome, but I don't think that I'm somebody that everybody is just immediately drawn to. So it's given me that. It's given me where I was able to build something. I mean, our group is fantastic. Our sales are great. Laura and I are doing great. We've been really able to grow in this business, and it's been a wild ride. But it's been one of those things where I've changed a little bit. I actually looked back at my old video and I was like, oh, I don't remember. I remember being there. I'm glad I'm not there anymore, because I all those things that I said that I was doing it for, that I was doing it for myself, that I was doing it's so true. I've come to a new place in my life where I know a little bit more of who I am. I've regained the girl that I was before I got married and had kids. I kind of lost that a little bit. Kind of lose your identity a little bit whenever you're a stay-at-home mom sometimes. And so I've kind of regained that. I know who I am. I know that I'm fantastic. I know that I'm smart. I know that I can do things. I know that I can step out of my comfort zone. LuLaRoe has definitely made me step out of my comfort zone, because I'm trying to build a business here. So I'm going to do everything I can. I have stood on a street corner with a rack of leggings and a sign saying, "Come get these leggings." So I'm not above anything, but you know, it's all gone to my benefit. I've met some amazing people. I've made some amazing friendships through this. So, so we just want to kind of let you know where we're at. We're really excited to be financially where we are, obviously. We're really excited for the friendships we've made. We're really excited for the possibilities that we see in the future. We have a lot of goals for 2017. And we are, the partnership itself is doing fantastic. We love each other still, which is a great thing. Unfortunately, we are going to have some changes because I'm having a life change and we're going to be moving out of state. And so we'll be doing some changes there with our partnership. But Laura will always be a part of everything and always be a part of my friend. And so that will be, it'll always be there. So we're great to be there. So we're, you know, it goes back to that partnership agreement that we talked about in one of my first videos. Was that's important to have because that's really kind of guided us of how we're going to navigate these next steps. Like I said, I love Laura like a mother. And so, but even though we have that relationship, we like nailed down a partnership agreement. So whenever it came up that this move was inevitable, we knew exactly what we had to do. It's blatantly clear and there's no question about it. And we're both working towards those things for the benefit of us both. So, so we've kind of been through it all. So if you're kind of thinking about a partnership, definitely do a partnership agreement. I don't care what your relationship is. I don't care if you are blood mother and daughter. You should have a partnership agreement. It's been really beneficial. So you can always email us. You can always talk to us. You can always reach out. Our contact information is in the notes. And we're always happy to chat and talk to you. And if you're local to the Sacramento area, we're still here. So as of right now, so reach out. We'd love to meet you because we like making friends. For this video, I thought I'd give you the update, but I also kind of give you some tips of where we, things we learned, things we wish we would have done, things that we, you know, if we could go back and start this all over with the knowledge we have now, these are tips that we kind of wanted to put together for you guys. So if you're starting, listen up, get your notepad ready. So, and these aren't like, you know, brainiac tips. I mean, it's normal stuff. But it's stuff that now that we're 7 months in, we're like, oh, we really probably should have done that. Or it was something we did and we were like, yeah, that paid off. So these are some tips for you. So our first tip is really, really, really focus on your VIP group. Your VIP group, it's going to be slow going. It's going to grow slowly. We are happily at over 2,000 members right now, and that's great. Are all 2,000 members active? No. I mean, just remember that people are added to groups and things like that. There's going to be some people in there that aren't ever going to participate, or you're going to have people in there who are just lurking behind the scenes, and then one day they pop out with a question or a sale. That's what I see all the time is that people I'm like, I've never seen that person in my group before, and they all of a sudden pop out and they, you know, buy a ton of stuff. So I hear a lot of people all the time talking about dead groups. Oh, I have a dead group. Let me, you know, start a new group. And I'm like, well, maybe that's a good idea. But at the same time, I think it's a dead group, but they're live people. And so if you focus on your VIP group, you can resuscitate anything. So I think that from the beginning, you should really be focusing on your VIP group. I know that multi-consultant sales are kind of like a big thing and they're really popular. And I'm not saying don't do them because, I mean, we've done them. We still are in a couple of them, but we've drastically reduced the amount of multi-consultants we do because of a variety of reasons. And really, it's come down to that we really think that we should be focusing on our VIP group. And everybody that I know, every consultant that I'm good friends with, who really focuses on their VIP group and doesn't, you know, leave it by going to a multi-consultant. So they're doing fantastically well. And so it's something that Laura and I just over the last couple of months are trying to step back and do VIP group only stuff and a lot less of the multis. Laura and I are really good at this. One thing is we're really good in person, really, really good in person. And we love doing in-person events. So, so if you can step out of your comfort zone that way and do in person, and because online has a ton of consultants and it's really hard to form a relationship online. So if you're able to get out in your community and do events, Laura and I literally have a monthly open house every month. And then we are always hosting pop-ups. And then we're also, our team is mostly local. So we'll do little multis with our team locally. And we'll advertise it and boost the event on Facebook, post it. I mean, the yogurt shop lady loves me because I buy a lot of yogurt because I love frozen yogurt. But I also am always in there because I'm posting my flyers for events because yogurt shops are really good about that. So, I mean, posting a flyer wherever you can. I'm not afraid to go out and just talk in my community because, and I know a lot of people are shy, and I'm shy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shy, but I am shy with the purpose of, well, I got to get a job done. So I will step out of my comfort zone and I'll go ahead and do those things. It's not that I love to do them. I don't love going up to perfect strangers and talking about LuLaRoe. Because I have my own insecurities. But I will do it. And if you want to be a successful LuLaRoe consultant, you're kind of going to have to do it. You can't stay in your comfort zone and still really be successful. It's really just not going to happen. So in your VIP group, some things I would say about your VIP group is that you need to make some things very clear in your VIP group. So in your description of your group, that is public to everybody. So your group should be closed because that's policies and procedures, but to protect the privacy of your people, but in your description, you should make it very clear where you're located, because there are people that have found me that were searching for someone local. So I not only have it very clear in my group description, but I also have it in the tags. When you create a group, you're able to create tags. And I tagged every town near me because people are looking for a local person, because if they have not touched LuLaRoe before, then there's a lot of people who are super hesitant about LuLaRoe until they've touched it. Once they've touched it, then hook, line, and sinker, and you're good to go. But, which is kind of what happened with me. I knew about LuLaRoe for 2 years before I ever got a chance to touch it. And then I touched it with my very first Cassie skirt, and it was all over. And now I own a bazillion Cassie skirts of my own personal inventory. So it's not leggings for me, people. It's Cassie skirts. Give me all the Cassies. So I did that because I wanted people to shop local, because, and this is what's really great, is that I do giveaways in my group, obviously. And because I have such a good local following, a lot of my people who win my giveaways are local. It's actually kind of rare that I have to mail out a giveaway, which is nice. Because then you save money on the shipping to give it away. I mean, I don't exclude the non-local people, obviously, but it just, law of odds, happens to be that a lot of my giveaway winners happen to be local. And so they come into my shop and they pick up their winnings and they buy more stuff. So having a local following is really great. It's really, really great. So if you can get a local following by just being out in your community and posting your flyers up, having those monthly, Laura and I have had monthly houses where nobody showed up. It has happened. And so if it does happen, don't say, oh, well, this is not working for me, I'm not going to do this anymore. You need to just get out there and do it again. And that's kind of what we did. Was every time Laura and I have had a bad sale where nothing sold or nobody showed up or something like that, we just did it again. And then the next one we sold a ton. And so it's an attitude thing. Number 2, Instagram. Instagram is a game changer. And I know it is, and I still struggle with Instagram. You know why? Because I didn't get Instagram for the longest time, because I work in social media other than LuLaRoe. And I was doing Instagram profiles for all my other clients. And so I never got Instagram for myself because I was so busy doing it with them. And I still do Instagram for a bunch of them. And so it's just, oh gosh, having another it's hard for me. So I have all these excuses, but P.S. follow us. We're lularoekristilaura on Instagram. The truth is, I don't love taking pictures of myself. So that's one thing I have to get over. It's an insecurity of myself. but I have to do it. And I'm really, really working on it. And I did like a month where I posted every day. And I got off the bandwagon because I went on vacation, and now I have to get back on it. But I did a month where I posted every day, and my followers blew up. And not only that, my VIP group grew up even more because I was posting so much, because my feed was fun, because my link to my VIP group was in my bio for my Instagram. And so it all connects together. And you need to do Instagram, so you won't regret it. So do better than me, because I'm still struggling with it. Do your Instagram. Just do it. And I'm going to go take my Instagram pictures after this. But do your Instagram. So that's one of the tips that I should have done that from the beginning. It really is one of those things I should have done from the beginning. And I knew it was because I work in social media, and I know Instagram's a good thing. But it just, oh gosh, doing it for myself is so hard. So it's one of those things where I have to get better at. But I'm just going to tell you right now to do it. So if you be better than me, be better than me. Okay, the third thing, positivity. Guys, LuLaRoe is not perfect. It's not. Are you shocked that a consultant said that? I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker. I've never been a Kool-Aid drinker. I love LuLaRoe. I do actually love LuLaRoe. But they're not perfect. And they know they're not, which is great. I do have all the confidence in the world to tell you that when they make a mistake, they do own up to it. And they will always try and fix it. So in the 7 months we've been in, I have had no issues with every time something happens and all of a sudden the inside of LuLaRoe world goes crazy. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that happened. No, why are they doing that? It's always worked out. It really has just always worked out. So I can 100% back them at all times just because of that. I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker, but I will back them. They're not perfect. There's going to be mistakes. And it's a retail world, and it's physical products. They're not going to be perfect at all times. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nordstrom's doesn't have perfect things. They make mistakes, and they fix them. So it's just one of those things that you just have to take into consideration. Sometimes when people are dealing with a direct sell company, they assume that, oh my gosh, these people have to be perfect. I don't know why that assumption is, why they can allow Nordstrom's to make mistakes, but they can allow another retail company to make a mistake. But it's just weird to me. But it's just something that you need to go in knowing they're not perfect. They will fix whatever mistakes they make. They are growing. It's still a baby company. It still is. It's only a little over 3 years old. It's going on its 4th year. So it's still young. It's still young. I mean, I have a 4-year-old daughter. She's young. So they will always there's going to be growing pains. And so you need to be able to, if you're going to sign on for this, you have to accept that right now, that there's going to be growing pains. Not everything's perfect. In the 7 months we've been selling, they've changed the POS system twice. 2 times. So we learned one way, and then we had to learn another one, and then we had to learn another one. So, and the most recent change has been recent. So it's, it's not even full, but it's one of those things where I'm like, it's no skin off my nose, because I know it's a young company. They will get everything down, and the changes that they are making are for our benefit. So it's kind of one of those things that you kind of have to go in knowing. We've all heard negativity and things like that. As a consultant, it's your job to have the customer service to make it right, to make things right. So it just, it's your job. That's your job as a consultant, is to not badmouth LuLaRoe, not badmouth anything else. Speak positively and have a positive attitude. LuLaRoe will always make it up for you. It's not the culture of LuLaRoe to be negative and to be bashy. So that's not where we're going. If you can't do that. Deanne and Mark have been very clear, and they're like, well, there's a door that you can if you can't handle it, there's a door, and it's your choice to be here. You're not forced to be here. So that's just it's just I like that they're so honest about that. I know it may sound harsh to some people, but it's really nice for me. It's kind of my personality I'm like, well, this is a choice. So if a customer has issues, there will be issues because, again, it's not a perfect company. It's not a perfect product. It's not, there's things that just aren't perfect. So, and it's kind of, would you expect a person to be perfect? So, there's going to be problems. Sometimes there's going to be fitting issues. There's going to be whatever. So anytime a customer comes to me with an issue, I apologize. I give them excellent customer service, and I make sure they leave loving LuLaRoe again, because I love LuLaRoe. And at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about karma. So if you can put it out there, then you're going to get it back. So be positive. Put the positivity out there. Number 4, live sales. I have a great downline. I love them. They're so cute. They are fantastic people, but they would not get on live for a while. It was really funny. And so, because they were shy of the camera. And the thing is, the reason why live is so, here's another thing. One of my downline, she one day posted in her VIP group, do you want me to do live sales or do you want me to do album sales? She asked her people. And I know that we all like to, cater to our people. But so they told her album sales. And then album sales came. And crickets. She heard nothing. So she did this for a while. And I told her, hey, why don't you do a live sale? She did live sales. She sold a ton. So don't ask your VIP group. Any customers out there, I apologize for saying that. But they want album sales because they're convenient. And I do both. And I encourage my downline to do both because it's good for both types of people. But live sales create the urgency you need. Live sales allow your customers to get to know you. It's really important to get live online because if you don't at all, then your customers will never be able to form a relationship with you because all you are is just a name on a screen. That's all you are. Until you get on live. I get on live, and I'm not going to lie, if you've been in my group, I call my lives hot mess lives because I'm a hot mess sometimes. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 little kids. One is my baby's like 14 months now, and she walks, and she runs, and she climbs, and she screams. And she's just crazy. She's crazy. And then I have a 4-year-old who loves her mommy and is a chatterbox. And so they frequently will interrupt my live sales. Frequently. And so, I had them get into the makeup the other day and on my live sale. They came in the live sale. They had my partner's makeup all over their face. It gets crazy. So, but my customers think it's hilarious that my kids do that stuff to me because I'm a real person. They want to know a real person. They buy from people. So you do need to get on live. Show your personality. Even if your life is a hot mess, kind of like mine, get on live. Because it's going to be fun. But don't be dull. Don't be dull. Don't be, okay, everybody, here's my Irma. It's pretty. Do you want it? Okay, it's number 342. Okay. Don't be dull. It's they may watch you for a little bit, but they're not gonna be yourself. Be energetic. Be fun. Fake it till you make it. If you're one of those people who just can't handle it, just get out there. Because that's kind of what I've done with my life is I've faked it till I made it on things. So just kind of, have a personality when you get on there. Put some music on. Put some music on for the lives too. I know people are going to say, oh, Facebook's going to delete your video because you have music on. It's not true. It's not true. Sorry. I have music on every single one of my videos. I've never had one deleted. I had one pop up where it asked me if I was using the music in the background, and I said yes, and done. But you need music just for your own self because you're talking to yourself. Literally, you're talking to yourself. There's comments moving up on a screen, but you're talking to yourself. You're looking, it's like watching yourself in the mirror. And so you need some music to kind of like jam it up a little and make you feel a little less self-conscious. So put some music on and have funny. Have funny. Have fun. And smile. I watch some people do live sales, and maybe they're super nervous, but they look really sad. So smile. This is a fun company. Smile. Okay. Number 5, we kind of already talked about a little bit. We talked about it's monthly open houses. So you really should have those. Like I said, Laura and I've had, we had one. We had an open house where no one came. And it was excruciating because it was one of those months where sales weren't doing very good. So I was like, oh my God, nobody came. But do it no matter what. And we've had other open houses where it's really great. We announce it to our neighborhood. We put it out everywhere we can. I blast it everywhere I can when we have an open house. So announce it way in advance in your group so they know it's coming. If you can have it on like the same day every month so your customers know, that's even better. So I use like the Nextdoor app. I post it on there. There's some guidelines with how you're allowed to post it on there, but post it on there. I've had every open house since I started posting on Nextdoor app. I've had people from Nextdoor app come. So post it. I like that app. I like it a lot. If you're not part of it, be part of it because, I mean, it's good just so you're part of your neighborhood anyway. But there's some guidelines about how to post an event on there, but you can look them up and whatever, and you'll be fine. But it's really been good for me. Let people know that you are there, that they can shop. Like I said, I was looking for a LuLaRoe rep for 2 years. A local one. I knew one because obviously I signed up underneath her. My lovely friend Kira. I love her. But I was looking for a local one for 2 years. Never found one. So let people know where you are. I went to the park today. I took my children to the park today. I'm a good mom. Took my children to the park today, and I walk up, and guess what? There was a lady wearing LuLaRoe leggings on the swings. Do you know where I took my kids to play? On the swings! You know why? Because someone I knew, she already likes LuLaRoe. So I went on the swings, and I said, your leggings are so cute. I love those LuLaRoe leggings. And she noticed my Sarah, and she's like, your Sarah's so cute. She says, are you a customer or do you sell it? And I said, I sell it. She's like, oh, what's your group? I like to shop local. Done. Done. Guys, done. Wear it. Share it. Get out there. It's amazing. You're going to see it. And I've even seen girls, because I can pick out LuLaRoe, obviously. When I'm out in public, I can see it whenever people are wearing it. But I don't limit myself to just those people because some of them are consultants. So I need other people. I need somebody who doesn't know what LuLaRoe is. And so I go and I talk to people. If I just see they have a cute dress, I'm like, girl, I love your dress. I'm at Target. I compliment every single woman in Target. Every single woman. I always wear something clearly LuLaRoe in Target because I want people to know I'm here. I've got it. And I carry my business cards everywhere. If you're not giving out business cards every day, you're doing something wrong. Just saying. You're doing something wrong. In-home pop-ups. In-home pop-ups is my next one. I know, like, packing up the inventory, taking it to people's house, it's a lot of work. God, girls, I have 1,000 pieces. 8 racks. 8 racks. And I will lug it to you if you offer to throw a party. I don't even care. It takes 2 cars I have an SUV. My partner has a truck. We put all the inventory in my SUV. We put all the racks in her truck, and we go. We go, and we're going to continue to go forever because in-home pop-ups are amazing. I don't care if I start making gobs and gobs and gobs of dollars with online. I will still do in-home pop-ups. You know why? Because people buy more in person than they do online. They do. Because once they touch it and then they get to match better and they can mix it up and they can find whole outfits and I can shop with them and I can encourage them and I can show them the styles they're avoiding and what they're missing out on. Whereas online, it's hard. It's really hard to convince somebody that a Nicole dress is going to look amazing on you till they put it on their body. P.S. I know Nicole is not super popular. I don't know why. I would like to put that out there. If you have not tried a Nicole dress, why not? Because I think it looks amazing on everyone. I mean, there's not a lot of dresses that look good on everyone, but Nicole looks good on like everyone. I don't know if I found a person it does not look good on yet. So if you haven't tried Nicole, you may have to size up. I will give you that disclaimer. She makes me wear a bigger size than I want to wear, but it's amazing. It looks great. So I am not 100% online. I actually prefer to be more local. A large portion of our business is in person. So I will tell you that Home Pop is where it's at. It's where the addicts are truly born, and there's a vibe. It's fun, and the sales are substantially better. So don't discount them. Don't think, oh, well, I'm only going to sell. I mean, you can try. You can do it online. You can do it all. There's lots of people who do it all online. My problem is there's a lot of online people, and I don't want to really compete with all of them. I mean, I set myself apart by being at home, having that at home. So online is fantastic. It's fantastic, and definitely do it. But don't miss out on what could be an amazing boom for your business by being in home. So I know it's hard to like get people to host in homes. I know it's hard to get people to host. Guys, I don't have a ton of friends who just are like, yeah, Christy, I'll throw it in home. In fact, like 2 of my friends have thrown it in home. And it was like way after I started my business. It was after I was successful. So, you know, I know the struggle. Most of my in-homes are strangers, people I don't know. So it's, again, those ladies at the park. I love your leggings. You know, it's things like that. And so just be personable. And I'm still trying to get my team to talk to random strangers. I know not everybody wants to. I know. But, and I don't want to either. So, but I do it because I'm a LuLaRoe consultant, and I'm bringing LuLaRoe to the world, and so I won't withhold my LuLaRoe goodness from you by being shy. So, number 7, I want to let you know that this is work. This is work. This is not, let me join and make $1 million. Easy peasy. You know, it's work. And it's time consuming. So you really need to, I mean, I'm terrible at time management. It's something I'm starting to work on, and we're going to start having more consistency and having set hours so that I can put my phone down at night and not be checking it all the time or answering customer questions in the middle of the night whenever I should be like focusing on my family. So this is work, and you need to set aside time for work. So there is a lot to do. It's not easy. It's fun work, but there's inventory management, there's hanging clothes, there's photographing, there's putting together outfits, accounting, loading inventory online, material questions. Oh my gosh, the material questions. Color questions, colorblind app, color finder on the iPhone. Download it. Invoicing, packaging, mailing, handling, returns, damages, booking parties, on and on and on and on and on. Nothing worth having just happens. So just know that I think that this was worth having. I think that this was one of the best decisions I've made. I have found so much with this, and I've gotten so much out of this, and we're doing great. So I don't regret my choice at all, but it's work, and it's come with sacrifice. My husband has sometimes felt like a little jilted because I will work all day, I'll come home, make dinner, and I'll work all night, or I will leave him with the children for like a whole weekend because I've got 2 pop-ups on the same weekend, and he's got to watch the kids. And, you know, not that, you know, he has to babysit or anything, but, you know, he would like to spend his weekend with his wife too. So, but while I'm building, and that's just how it is. And so he's supportive, but it's definitely, it takes a toll. So it's something you need to have an upfront conversation with your significant other of, look, this is like real deal work and it's going to take a while to build it. So I'm going to need some big help here. That's something that I did talk to my husband about. Sometimes he forgot that conversation. There's been a couple times where I've had to remind him of, hey, remember before I started this, I said we would need to get some help. But that's just human. So expect it. It's going to happen. I don't think I've heard of a single LuLaRoe consultant who hasn't had that reminder conversation with their husband, because it's work. It is a job. And so you need to treat it as such. If you treat this like a hobby, it will perform like a hobby. But if you treat it like work, it will perform like work. So expect to get out what you put in is basically what I'll put. You can expect to get out exactly what you put in. So if you're not getting something out, then you need to reevaluate what you're putting in. Where are you spending your time? What are you really doing to promote and grow your business? Or are you just skating, doing the minimum and expecting it to blow up? Because like I said, LuLaRoe, to be successful, you're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. You're going to have to push some limits of yourself. Standing on a street corner with a rack of leggings and a sign, not in my comfort zone. But it drew some customers in. So I'm willing to do it, but it's not in my comfort zone. So get out of there. Get out of your comfort zone and put in the work. My last one, pick a good sponsor. I know that we feel, what's the word? Obligations or loyalties to people, like maybe the first person who introduced you to LuLaRoe or the person whose party you went to, or, sometimes we feel like, oh, well, she told me about it, so I should sign up. No. This is a relationship. Your sponsor is a relationship. We talk and we counsel. I literally have a group text with my Lula babies that we talk on every day. Every day. And sometimes it's not even about LuLaRoe, but we talk every day because it's a relationship. They are my friends. They are my family. They're close to me. So we talk every day because we need that lift and we need that support. And sometimes you got to question. So you need to pick a sponsor that you are comfortable reaching out to, that you can rely on a response from. Somebody who has a little bit of experience. I don't mean to sound harsh, but I know there was a trend of like people who were still in the queue signing on people underneath them. And like, that just kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies because there were a lot of bumps in the road my first week. Like some things went wrong on my onboarding. And so like, we were like scrambling to get things corrected. If I had signed on with somebody who had just barely signed on right before me, they would have had no idea what to do with that situation. None. However, I have a good sponsor who is experienced, and I texted her and I was like, hey, this is happening. And she had it fixed in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Completely fixed. So you need to pick a good sponsor. You need to pick someone who knows what they're doing, who understands the culture of LuLaRoe, who can guide you through sticky situations with customers, with other consultants, with just policies, with changes that come up. You're going to need someone who can guide you appropriately. So you are, This is, okay, so basically my point is that this is, hopefully you're in LuLaRoe for a very, very, very long time. Very, 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 very long time. Because if you're putting this much down, you should be. So this is someone you will be tied to and that you will need to go to for help for a very, 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 very long time. So choose wisely. It's just all I'll say. Choose wisely. Okay. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed these tips. That's all I got for you. But it's been a blast. And like I said, we're always around if you want to reach out, if you have questions. If you'd like to join our team, I will put that plug in there. We do love our Lula babies, and we try to be really good sponsors. My sponsor's great. I love her. Are there things that she does that I wish, or things that she doesn't do that I wish she did? Sure. So I try to be the sponsor that I wanted instead of the sponsor that I got. I am not saying my sponsor's bad. Don't even take it there. I know it sounds like that. My sponsor's fantastic, but she has a lot of directs. And so I don't always get priority, obviously, because I can't, because there's a lot of directs. But I try to make sure that I provide what I felt like I missed. So if you are looking for a good sponsor, let's chat. I won't say I'm going to sign you up right away because we have to mesh. That's important. Like, we have to mesh. So if you're interested, let me know. But we are Team Hustle and Grace. That is our name, because you need hustle and you need grace. So that is why we named our team that way. And we are out of here. This is it. I'm going to go spend the rest of the day with my kiddos and snuggle them up, and then get to work tonight when I have a new party going on. So until then, follow us in our group, LuLaroekristilaura VIP Boutique, and then keep going. Be brave. That's all you have to do. Bye, guys.